you mentioned on our last call when we were kind of planning this episode a little bit, you said that, you know, big data often gets holed up in the back offices of manufacturing facilities.
Mhm.
I think what I'm hearing from you is like, yeah, we've got all this great technology. We've got, software and hardware and things running on machines in factories these days, but all this information is kind of it's finding its way back in the back office and then not getting acted upon in a way, or at least maybe in real time in a way that actually helps put it to use
Mhm.
back on the shop floor. It's like getting stuck halfway before it's coming back out and being put to use. Is this kind of the problem you see needing to be solved and where you guys are fitting in?
I think it's the first part of the problem. Uh, yeah, because it is a big thing in a lot of organizations that try to do digital transformation, that they're collecting a bunch of data, but then they're asking their engineers to look at that data, perhaps 2 or 3 days later, or 2 or 3 months later, and try to figure out, what's been going on in the factory, and what they would recommend as a better way to do it. So first of all, you lose all that time when an
Mm-hmm.
operator could learn that on the fly, and we can make adjustments in real time. Um, but second of all, it may be that you're missing certain bits of information that isn't being captured by the data. And when you leave the real time setting, you're going to just forget that those were part of your situation. Like, what was the weather that day? Who was sick that day? All of those things do factor into the decisions that you make in the moment when you're trying to improve something. Um, and being able to get that to the people who are supposed to take the actions as soon as possible to the moment when they need to take them is very, very helpful. Um, but the second part, uh, it's not just about getting it to the plant floor, but it's helping them understand what they're supposed to do when the error occurs.
Yeah.
And what's very typical in manufacturing organizations where all that data is pooled at the beginning is, you have engineers who are looking at the data, and, making decisions, and then they have to walk down to the plant floor, maybe hold a meeting with everybody, and impart that to them. And that's not necessarily bad, but wouldn't it be great if that engineering knowledge could be put into the information that is sent in real time to operators? Because then you're not just sending data and information to people, you're sending actual knowledge to people in real time.